Hello, storytelling around. Guess what I'm talking about? Do you guys know? Yeah, so here's a woman, Algerian Muslim woman, beating up an Italian woman here. She's given up. This is where we're at. Pagans run the Olympics. And the Olympics was started by a Catholic, I believe, a noble Catholic of France. Now I know the Olympics were started by pagans in Greece, but they were not. They were about Greeks. They were not about the world. When the Christians come in and we take and steal pagan ideas, for sure, absolutely. Christmas tree, Easter bunny, Easter eggs. I don't care. The cross. To any Christian out there who doesn't like that we steal pagan ideas, pagan symbols, stop using the cross. The cross is a symbol of public torture and humiliation of naked bodies in the public, dying slowly over 3 days or so in the most embarrassing, shameful way, because that's what pagans believe in. And what do you know? We take that symbol and do something else with it. Ergo, steal pagan symbols. Not a problem. I think the upside down cross is hilarious. Goths try to use that, and Satanists try to use that as sort of an insult. But we're like, Peter was, and one of the other disciples chose to be crucified upside down on the cross. So I'm fine with it. So anyway, look at this here. A couple of punched the head, and it's all over. Let's see. This is muted, but let me see. I mean, it's really sad. One. Look at that. Boom. And I've seen plenty of women affirm this, right? Plenty of women say, "Oh, you were wonderful, you trans person." It's not wonderful. It's terrible. And I've got people criticize me on my YouTube channel that women can fight. Women can fight other women, but they cannot fight men. Period. I absolutely, I understand. Even there are those 1% exceptions based on certain factors. I don't think any woman in the world right now could beat me up. I mean, maybe there's a couple of really big ones that are abnormally gigantic, but even the MMA ones, I don't know for sure. I'm not going to fight them on the ground. I'm not going to do that. I'll just bare knuckle fight them up top and push them away. But I'm not going to fight a woman. But the point, and that's the point. I'm a Christian man. I'm not going to fight a woman. And women have such an important role in life, and it is not to act like men. And for men to pretend to be women and then take over their space is horrific. And the pagans don't care. They don't mind. Right? You can see by their whole gender thing and they're pushing the LGBTQT and they're pushing the trans and pushing perversity. They don't have the same rules that we do. They don't have the 10 commandments. They don't believe in honoring the father and the mother and do not commit adultery. Before Christ came in, they were sharing daughters and sons amongst the men, the men of power, of course. This was common. Greece, in most cultures. I think the Germans were the only ones supposedly that didn't really do that in the in the forest. But other than that, Christianity was it. It came, and Christianity said it was wrong. I read about a Viking funeral. The Viking king or whatever leader was being buried. They took a young girl, they drugged her or got her all drunk, and then had their way with her. And it was horrible, the description. And there was a witch there helping them. And after they had their way with her, got her completely drunk, they then buried her with the king. Paganism. So here we are watching a gladiator spectator sport where a man can beat a woman. And she said I've never been hit so hard in my life. And she's a boxing person training to be a boxer. I mean, Italian's choice for a boxer. I'd never been hit so hard in my life. And the guy, I could tell the guy is not even, he just looks like a wuss. I mean, he just, whatever, And here we are letting this happen. And he's got there's a total sneer on his face, a leer, a sneer. Where's that picture? There's a picture of that, and it is so pathetic. So yeah, rebuke it. God, where is that picture? It is just grotesque. Anyway, it's on here somewhere. But anyway, yeah, we need to rebuke this. We need to criticize it, not partake in it. And I mean, J.K. Rowling, I really like that she's fighting, and obviously and very brave, and has a lot more to lose than I do, I guess, well, at least in this world. But this is a culmination of what she's been preaching, as far as the gay and homosexual culture. This is the maturation of that. So I would like for her to go make that point, but she's not going to. She thinks that paganism can stop doing what paganism does at a certain point. She thinks that they can have a modicum of morality in their paganism, in their homosexuality. But I, as a Christian, am saying to you, none of us can without Jesus Christ. None of us can have the modicum of morality without Jesus Christ there. Because think about it. Paganism is throughout history has been about conquest, slavery, sexualizing slavery, harems. Again, when the white colonizers visited the South Asian island, Pacific Islanders, they found them sharing the daughters normally. And that was happening in the New Testament. It said that they did all that. The church members were once of this and now are reborn as Christians, not doing that. So that's what we need to speak out as like this. You all need to speak out. You all need to remind the people this is their choice, paganism or Christianity. And there's lots of pagans on my channel too, commenting, mocking and scoffing me. That's fine. And that's fine. I absolutely think that's a good thing that they speak out. That's okay. Just don't be repetitive and boring about it, but most certainly can do it. Because I'm a Christian. We all have the freedom to say what we want. But obviously my channel here is for Christians. It's for that you all to realize, hey, it's time to confront paganism everywhere in the culture. And of course I do role-playing games, and that's where I confront paganism, that we Christians are giving up our faith to partake in the reindeer games, the RPG games, giving up our faith, but we are being told to act like pagans, play like pagans, act like pagans, teach our kids how to play like pagans and act like pagans, and have fun with it and be addicted to it. And I'm saying, stop, we don't need it. We can have a role-playing game where you can do all the fun stuff, adventure, fight monsters and all that, but also you get to evangelize, you get to convert, you get to work on that in the game and just get the feel for that, and it's a great time. I really have a good time. So check it out if you can. I'm doing a backer kit pretty soon with the Christians in Space sort of add-on. I did a couple successful Kickstarters, but very small, because obviously my market is very small, but that's okay. I just got to keep struggling along and be joyful about it. In the game of life, roll holy dice.